again. We are back. I hope now you can hear us. Tell us if you can hear the voice, and we're gonna start right now. So, hello and welcome to the first stream of 2020. I'm Amir. I'm joining. Yes, we got the sound. I'm joining, with Olesia for this month. So Olesia is one of the amazing interactive engineer. Do you want to introduce yourself and say hi?
Hi everyone, my name is Alessia. I've been working in interactive engineering team for like past 4 years. It's been pretty wild journey, a lot of AR stuff and new inventions. Yeah, I'm just glad to be here. My first time on Twitch stream.
That's amazing. So we got the exciting project for this month. We've been working on it for a long time, and I'm really excited that's why we brought the most professional, Olesia, to just like talk us through the project and see what is that project gonna be. So as you can see on the name of the project on the desktop, it's called Scripted Adventure System. Do you wanna open the final one and just like talk through it and then start creating that?
Yeah, let's look into the final projects that we're gonna have in the end of our stream today.
Mm-hmm.
So for this Lens project, the idea was to have kind of like a interactive choose your own adventure story. So we're gonna have characters that talk to each other and kind of talk to user, and some options for user to choose how story goes from there. So let's see how it looks in the final Lens.
Wow, that text effect is really cool.
Yeah, we can talk about it. It's a new typing effect that you can use in your text label component. So here we have a first character that kind of greets you. It's a cute little flower. And then we have second character, our
So this is not the image that is pre-made. Like this is reading. How does it work? Like, is it like, can you tell us? Like, I'm just like confused right now. Is it like you made those images and brought it here? Like, how does it work? Like, if I wanted to add more character, and I have so many questions. So,
so you
give us an overview, just like what it is exactly. Like, how does it read the text right now?
Yeah, totally. So you have like a setup for your character icon and the speech bubble that your character will be having his text in, and then you have like a separate file. It's kind of like a script for your story, basically, in which you just define which character says what. Do you want to have some special effects in this? Yeah,
Oh, wow.
so it
So
just
this is
picks up.
completely dynamic. Like you can just like add like what character say, and it's gonna like say, oh
Yeah,
my god,
it
this
will
is
just
really
pick it
cool.
up from script, and you don't need to have bunch of different screen objects set up for every screen. You just need to have one for every character, and then it just duplicate it over for every screen. And like
And you said it's interactive. So what what is the interactive part of it?
interactive part, you can have like a multiple button choice. Let's see it here, like this one. So characters ask you some questions and give you couple options. Here, for example, it's 2 buttons. And then based on what you choose, you can trigger some custom event.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. So you can just like completely tell a story in a lens.
Yeah, and then you can just define which character lines will be after you choose this option. So there will be some branching in your story to
That's
edit
amazing.
interactivity.
Okay, this is so exciting. So we can start. Can you start from scratch or somewhere?
Yeah.
So we can see how does it work.
So let's have kind of.
So keep an eye on like a YouTube description, and also we're gonna post it in a website. We have like a page that we post all the Twitch stream and the project and the lens everywhere in there. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so here we have already have our main script that are kind of prepared, and you will be able to download it together with your template project. It has all the necessary actions for triggering custom events, for duplicating these text styles. That's how I call them. It also has kind of short script for a story for now, just like narrator and first character.
So for the scene controller, we don't need to like customize that script. Like that's already made,
Yeah,
and you can
it's
just
already
like put it in your project.
it's already working
awesome.
script for you. I'm gonna go over later on how to use it, so you don't need to modify anything in it. The only script you will be mostly working with is this description library, in which you just put script of your story.
Okay.
So for this example, we already have 2 lines of our kind of narrator. Warns you about body and that you have nothing to wear. And we already have our first character. And so now let's add second character and his lines. First we're gonna duplicate scene object for first character to not make it all from the beginning.
So if we want like, for example, like 10 character, we just like duplicate this and just like change the image and
change textures,
okay.
images,
Cool.
stuff like that. Yeah, let's hide this one and show only our second. Here we have icon background. That's one bluish border kind of circle. Let's add different texture for this one. I have pre-made same circle, just yellow color. So it's super easy in Photoshop. You can just recolor stuff that you already have, and you don't need to draw too much of stuff. Then as a child object, we have this inner icon. Here we have flower icons that looks like this. Let's show it. So as you can see, it's not a circular image. So we apply circle mask on top of it.
That's awesome.
That just cuts it and aligns with our parent icon.
Yeah.
So here for our second character, let's create another material to add mask to it. It's going to be just default image material. And let's find, yeah, here it is. Let's uncheck this box. So we're going to have...
What is that box? The opacity texture?
Yeah, so that's basically that mask that you can cut your image to match your stuff. Yeah, you can already have icon mask here.
Yeah, we're just like putting the same mask as we use for the flower.
Yeah. And now let's upload second icon for our second character. Yeah, there's going to be this cat one.
That's so cute.
Yeah, now we have our second character icon, and let's replace background for his bubble speech, so it's not going to be same bluish color. I'm going to upload another texture. Yeah, this one.
Awesome.
As you can see, this one has a child object with a screen text. I just put text B to avoid confusion.
But that doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, it's going to be replaced after.
Okay.
It's just to make sure I can tell them apart. Now
And can we change the layout of this?
Yeah.
I want to put the cat on the right side.
Yeah, now we can see that first character has this layout, and let's switch this one a little bit. Let's put this guy over here, bubble speech on the left. And now let's try to align it to make it symmetrical to our first character bubbles. To do this, let's look at bounds of screen transform on first icon. It basically tells us percentage of space that this object takes in his like parent space. So here we're gonna match this one to 45. This one's gonna be 85. Now we're gonna match 30 and 35. It's just way easier than doing it by hand and dragging into screen scene. Missed it. Now let's do same to the bubble. It used to be minus 40, minus 85.
Yeah, we're just like aligning this right now. You can if you want to just like have a different layout than the other one, you
Yeah.
can do it. It doesn't matter. We're trying to be just like clean and nice
Just basically
in our
my
UI.
just my OCD to make it perfectly aligned.
And if you guys have any questions, just like post it on the Twitch so we can answer right now. I know this might be a little bit hard for you guys or anything, but Alicia is here to help us. I'm also learning right now.
Okay, yeah, so we have our second character set up. Now let's add him to scene controller. Right now it has only our narrator and first character set. So we just add our character text style. And now let's look into description library. Here we see description of caption style. It used to have only 2, so now we just naming our character somehow to make it easily accessible in our story script.
You can put any name. It's like a variable. You just
Yeah.
like put anything. Cool.
I'm just gonna reuse it here, so it can be like a normal name for your character. We can copy and just add a text.
Can we say hello Twitch?
Yeah, totally. Hello Twitch, and this is gonna be character B. Now, let's see how it works. Yay! We have
Wow.
second character.
That's really easy to customize actually.
Yeah, so
I love it.
we can just keep adding whatever we want. Since our theme for this lens is party and wearing something to party, let's have these characters propose you with something to wear. I already have glasses and ear sprites added to the project.
I think the alpha is
Yeah.
Ooh, that's so cool.
So let's have one of character want you to wear glasses and another want you to wear ears.
That's funny.
Um,
And you can choose between those, and the one you chose will
Yeah,
appear?
yeah,
Wow.
and we will have to wear whatever you choose.
Yeah.
So now let's add first character. We'll say, look at those glasses that I found for you. And second, we'll say something like, no, I think ears are better. So yeah, you can just like copy, add your text, since we already have our text styles defined and ready.
So now if we save and then go back, it's gonna play it?
Yeah.
Like it's gonna say? Wow.
So let's see. Yeah, now we just have those
Wow.
new lines for our
That's cool.
characters.
So if I don't want to see that like a text typing effect, is there any easy way to do that?
Yeah. So here I have like a small kind of cheat sheet for properties of these objects. So typefx is responsible for the typing effect.
Oh, all those comments are the...
Yeah, properties that you can put into
Wow.
this library inputs. We'll go over on them.
Like if we false the first one, it doesn't gonna have the...
Yeah.
Wow.
So we can turn off for those guys.
Yeah, it's turned off.
Yeah.
Oh,
So now
that's
it
cool.
just
That's cool.
just instantly appearing.
Yeah.
Also in scene control, there is a slider to control typing speed.
Oh, that's cool.
You can make it super slow, like just one
Yeah.
symbol at a time. Oh, you can have it kind of speedy again. So now when we edit lines, we can add our options for user to choose what he wants to wear. Now we will have to add another text style. Let's use this one as like a duplicate, because this one has a background that we can put text on top.
So we want to create the button right now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay.
Let's create 2 buttons for you to choose between.
But we can have more than two option, right?
Yeah,
Like
whatever.
it's easy, just like copy paste. That's awesome.
Just copy pasting, and I'll show you what to do with them next.
Yeah, this reminds me of those games that you play and you can just like choose the like what happened after this, and it's kind of like has a butterfly effect, I think.
Yeah, I remember I used to have like a printed book
Yeah.
when you need to choose your like decision, and then you just go to the page number.
Yeah.
This one. It was like an old school
Yeah,
adventures.
yeah.
So we have our background with the text. It's gonna be our question. Just naming it. Do not forget what it does. Let's disable this one and probably bring this text a little bit higher. So we're gonna have our button somewhere down here. And now let's add new screen images. This one is gonna be button 1. And let's add background for our button. Yeah, this one. It's kind of big. Let's make it smaller. Put it somewhere here. We have this like helpful UI overlay that kind of tells us where UI in Snapchat app will be, so you're not gonna have your button
Yeah, you don't want to
down
block
here.
that, yeah.
It will be super hard for people to press it.
Yeah.
And then let's add screen text underneath this button. This one is going to be just like button 1. Yeah, maybe bring down text a little bit.
Also, the type of this one is controlled by the script, right? Like we can just like say like the bottom one should be just like say ear or glasses or.
Yeah, so in this script after we will tell what this text actually tells.
Yeah.
So you don't have to put it into component itself.
Yeah, we're doing the final typing. And can you tell us about that button that you click?
Oh yeah, so snapping, it kind of snaps your objects to main guidelines, like to the center here, or to like this edge, or to the center of this object. Sometimes it's very useful. Sometimes when you need to like really go in there and do tiny changes, it's easier to do it yourself.
That's amazing.
Or use this bounce on the right. So
yeah, I remember when I found out about that button, it completely changed my life.
Let's name it answer 1. Yeah, and let's change our vertical overflow to shrink. So when text is too large, when you put huge name to your button, we're just gonna shrink this. So it wouldn't be visible outside our button. Now let's create second button. Just duplicate it and change texture for another one. Rename it answer 2. So the way that sync controller script works, you have to have your button named like button something, answer something, and this text labels to be named text, basically.
Yeah. So the script look for the name in the objects panel. So
It
you
looks
want to
for-
make sure that it's clean and you can remember what was that.
It's easier for both you and script
Yeah.
to have it. Okay, now we have 2 of our buttons. Now let's add them as a new text style to sync control.
And make sure to save your project file always.
And script.
Yeah. And script. Yeah.
Option choice. No.
Yeah, someone say, I just learned about Lens Studio, so going to start making some lenses. Yes.
That's really cool.
That's exciting. Share us your lens. And if you have any question, you always feel free to post on the forum or anywhere. You can just like ask right now.
Yeah, if you have any questions, go ahead. now let's add our new style, name it somehow into a description library. Like choice buttons. That's good. And now we're ready to add it here. So we need text that's gonna appear for
On the text component.
yeah, kind of like our question. Like what's you gonna choose? And now you can look up in this little cheat sheets that I made that we have like options ID and options text. Option text is basically text on those buttons that we want to have. So, and it's an array of strings. So first one for first button, it's let's have it say ears, and second we all gonna set glasses. And then options ID is kind of like unique name for this choice that the user makes. So then you can treat it in script after and show some stuff based on what option is user actually chosen.
Okay.
So it's not something that's going to be visible to user.
So this is for the script to know what user
actually chose. So I'm just going to name it like choice 1 and then option 1 of this choice 1 and option 2. For typefix, I think I don't want to have it, so let's turn it off. Yeah, and I think we should be good to go. Something is wrong. Oh, yeah, I think that's too much parentheses.
Yeah, there is another comment. I have a 3D and animation background, so hopefully I can figure out how to implement that. Okay, you have a 3D and animation. I recommend you to look at the template that we have. It's called animated object, I believe. Like it's a template from long time ago. I think it was from 2 years ago. Let me check the names. I'm checking the names and waiting
While
right
I'm
now.
fixing.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. For the animation, it's called, where is that? We have too many templates. Animated object. I recommend you to look at the animated object template. It has some helper script that helps you to just like play your animation. And if you want to add interaction to it, you can just like use a tap. I think it's called tap object, I believe. I kind of forget the name of the templates. It's called interactive tap. Yeah, you can look at that one. And we fixed that.
We fixed one. I forgot to put a style to say that it's actually buttons that we have here. So let's see how it works now. We have these 2 characters. Yeah, so now you have your 2 buttons to choose from. It's not gonna do anything right now.
I didn't understand, how did you chose the buttons to show up? How did you tell the script to show the buttons?
So you just tell that it's your style is now not a character name, but just those buttons that you put into scene controller as text cells here.
Okay.
So the only requirement, the order need to be the same as this
here.
one.
Okay. Okay. You have to always.
Yeah, because this one is like value is 0.
Order. Okay.
And you put index 0 in here. Yeah, and that's how you just tell it that it's not your characters.
That's amazing.
But just like buttons.
Yeah. The key to this project is just like be clean. Just like make sure everything, you know what name you put in and where you put it.
That's really like nitpicking for this project. Now let's add an actual actions for our buttons. So like
can we just like make those hidden, and when you choose ear, the ears show up? Is it possible to do that?
Yeah, we can, when first character says tells you to look at glasses, we can show those glasses. So you would have this option to see. So this is possible with another cool property that I listed here that you can use is custom trigger. Basically, you just add it to any this character blocks that you want. Let's choose this one because character says, look at those glasses.
Yeah, I remember I've heard the custom trigger before.
Oh, yeah. We have our behavior script.
Oh, yeah, behavior script,
Yeah.
yes.
We have guide for those on our website in case you need a refresher.
Yeah.
It's basically just a system for us to have our own custom triggers, not only open mouse or like raise your eyebrows. And basically, behavior script gonna send this custom trigger whenever this character says this line, and then we can ourselves add any action we want to the attach to this custom trigger. And I'm gonna show you how to do this now.
Yeah, for you guys that just started, behavior script is like a helper script that it's in Lens Studio that you can just like add it through the objects and add new search for behavior script that lets you to create the interaction without even knowing the code. Like you can do most of the stuff. I'm doing all my prototype with behavior script and we're constantly updating that, and there's new stuff coming in for the behavior script, but I don't want to ruin the surprise right now.
Yeah, so let's just create whatever name you want for this custom trigger that you will use later. For this one, since we want glasses to appear, let's name it like glasses in. And now we're gonna make our glasses, let's disable them at first. So they won't be here in the beginning. And then let's add new script. So we are using mentioned behavior script to do some action onto custom trigger. You just need to choose trigger on custom and put the name, exact name that you used into your description library. So for us, it's gonna be glasses in.
Yeah, you don't need to have those quotations in this here. And I recommend you guys to copy paste it because I get like people just like, why this is not working? Because the custom trigger name is not the same as a script.
And now we basically just tell behavior script that response to this trigger is going to be set enabled some target. For us, it's our scene object of glasses. And action enable, you can choose between enable, disable, or toggle between those two. We just want to make them appear, so yeah, enable. And let's call this object triggers glasses.
So what you did, just like imported behavior script and just like told behavior script to whenever just like get the trigger name of the glasses in, you can just like have any name for it. Glasses in, set the response type to just like enable something, and that thing is the glasses. That we chose in the target.
No special scripting, no coding,
Nothing.
Just telling behavior script what to do, basically. Yeah, so now it should work. Let's check. Yeah, we have custom trigger here, behavior script here. Now it should appear. He mentioned glasses. Oh, maybe not. This one is working.
Did we choose the right glasses?
Ooh, save your script.
Yes. Always forget.
Yeah.
I'm always also forgetting to save my script. So remember, like whenever you're done, just like Control S or Command S.
S to make sure those changes are there.
Yes, glasses appear. Yes, that's really cool.
Yeah. Now it kind of just pops up when this character says you to look at glasses.
And for the next text, it's gonna say like, what you're gonna?
Next guy wants you to wear ears.
Oh, okay. So can we just like hide the glasses and show the ears for the next one?
Definitely.
Oh, God.
let's add new.
It's really exciting.
Let's add new custom trigger for this one. Let's say it's named ears in. Let's just duplicate this guy. It's going to be triggers ears. And for ears, we have this object here. We disable it. Let's copy trigger name just in case. And now we want to enable ears. And we also want to disable glasses. So we're going to copy this component and paste it here.
Are we going to use the same trigger name, or are we going to change it? Like, can we have two custom trigger that happen in this script?
It's a good idea, not right now. Right now we can only have one. So we kind of will have to remember that for ears in, it's also responsible for glasses going out.
I see.
Yeah, but that's a good suggestion. Maybe I'm gonna add it later.
Yes, or maybe you people online can just like update this. Like, this is open source, you can just like expand this.
You can do whatever you want.
Yeah, and share it back to us so we can just like play with it.
Yeah, so now we also saying on same trigger to disable glasses. Save the script, and let's see how it works. Let's see.
So the glasses. Ooh,
no glasses,
that's
just
so
ears.
Cool.
Almost no coding again.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not coding. We just like copy and pasting those lines.
Existing components.
Yeah. Even if you don't know any coding, this is a good start. So you can just like see how the idea is working and how you can just like copy and paste this stuff to make it work.
Yeah, and now let's add our interactive part.
Yes.
Let's add options for our user. So when he pick ears, second character, let's him say something like he's excited, something like that. Character B, he's like, yay, nice glasses. And for this part, so we want this line to be said only when you press choice 1. Yeah. So we have this special property here named show if.
That's cool.
And we're just gonna put same name for this choice.
Choice 1 is the ears or is the glasses?
Yeah, so we're just gonna see that first text here corresponds to first option ID here.
Oh, so
second
we have
corresponds
to
to
say,
second.
yay, nice ears, right? In here?
Oh yeah, good catch. Oh, I'm just gonna change it to choice 2.
Yes.
Glasses for second option.
Okay. And we need one for the option 1 as well, right? For the ears. Like
yeah, it actually was character 1 who wanted you to wear glasses. So yeah, let's change this character to character A. Yeah, and then we're gonna have some option for
the
second guy.
Second.
For when you pick your ears.
Yeah.
Cool ears. Something like that. And this is our choice 1. Yeah, maybe I will remove this typing from here. They're going to be really fast into saying this.
So should we disable ears when we got to the point that you can choose, or should we show the sunglasses so user can see both of them?
Yeah.
I think let's show both of them and just like when user choose one, we can disable the other one.
So for that, let's remove this disabling action when ears come in.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And then let's add custom triggers here. So when we have glasses, we actually want now ears to disappear. Let's call it ears out. And for when you choose ears, you want glasses to disappear.
Yes.
Let's call it glasses out. Yeah, now let's again just duplicating same components that we already have. Change custom trigger to glasses out. Set enabled stays the same, and just disable this stuff. Duplicating again, putting this guy here, changing it to ears.
And
this
ears
one is
out.
ears out. Yeah. Hey, kind of looks good. Let's see.
And yes, I'm excited.
Let's see if it works. Okay, we have glasses. Now we have ears.
Now let's
We
choose.
have choose.
Wow.
Oh yeah, but now we need to change text.
Yeah. We need to fix the text.
Yeah. Nice glasses. So it was text 1. It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't remember which guy was asking for which one. So
Let's check our scene here. Yeah, let's just replace them for now.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's
Yeah,
it's the one that was before.
Yeah. And that one ear, yes.
Glasses, ears.
Yes, let's play and try to remember which one was which one. Okay. The flower wants the glasses, okay? And the
We
cat
have
wants
ears.
the ears. And if we choose glasses, yes, that's right. Ooh. Can we right now choose the ears? I want to see what's
yeah.
gonna happen.
Ears. We still have glasses. So maybe, yeah, it's not a mistake here. Maybe it is something about our custom trigger. Okay, ears, and we have ears. Disable.
Choices are fine. Characters are fine.
Nice glasses is second one. Ears is first one.
Yeah, maybe there's something wrong with the tree behavior script.
In Logger, I have a debug output to see what choice did we actually press. It tells it we click
Oh,
both of them.
maybe the size of the.
Maybe the interlace
Yes.
two buttons.
Yeah.
Let's check. Yeah, they're kind of too close to each other. Let's separate them.
Yeah, so when you lay out this, it's gonna like stay wherever you lay out this. The cool thing about it, like you can just like place it anywhere around the screen and it's gonna stay there and just like show the text on that thing. Yeah, now we're gonna figure out like where is this problem coming from. So
Now we'll have to debug it.
Yes, the sweet part of the debugging. There's two things. I think click it.
Let's go in deep.
Yeah, but we can just like fix this. Like if there's a problem with the code, where we're just gonna fix it, and just when we upload it, we're gonna just like show that like a clean version that has no problem in it.
Yeah.
So
now I realize I forgot important part.
oh yeah, touch component.
Yeah.
Yes. Like, because when you don't add the touch component, it's just gonna imagine like all the canvas, like wherever you press, it's gonna press anything that it's on the screen.
So, and now we actually specify that we only want this area to be activated by
Do we
touch.
need to choose a camera for the touch component?
It's not necessary, especially if you have just like one orthographic camera. It's safe to do so. Yeah. So let's see how it goes now.
Now, exciting moment.
Yeah,
Yes.
now we have only one choice.
Wow, that was a fast debugging.
Yeah, in final project, you're already gonna have all set up nicely, so you just can duplicate existing buttons, characters.
Yeah, this is, we try to create it kind of like from scratch, but the one that you get is just like fully featured. Okay, I have one more thing to ask, and that's the last thing. How can we add transition to one of them? Like I wanna see the like glasses appear, like have a, like an alpha fading, fade out, fading only, not fade out.
Yeah.
It's like you can do it for one of them, and
Okay, so
be so
we
happy.
have this really cool twin manager that allows you to add twins to change some values gradually. So we will just change alpha value for our glasses, as you've seen in the beginning. Yeah, like we kind of want them to do something like that, to change it alpha from 0 to 1.
Like kind of animating it from 0 to 1.
Yeah, kind of just like fading animation. We already have built-in Twin Manager, so for this you're just gonna
go to the objects panel, search for twin, and click.
Manager. Wait for it.
Yeah, it's kind of importing so many stuff.
Yeah, it's adding a lot of example objects that you don't really need right now, so we can just remove it. Yeah, and here's our
Yeah, we
Twin
should put
Manager.
like a petition that people
Yeah.
choose, like if we should just like remove the example project or no.
Yeah.
Like, I vote for it, yes, we should just like remove it when you import, but
Let's just have
yeah.
just script
Yeah, we
without
should-
those objects.
Yeah, we should do a Twitter poll and just like people vote for.
Now let's add. We have those twin types imported together with Twin Manager, so we will need just twin alpha. Let's call it something like glasses alpha in, and specify send object that it's acts on, and it animates, and it's our glasses sprite that has alpha value. Let's uncheck play automatically button. Start is 0. This is 1. Is in optional. You can change to in. Maybe let's do it a little faster. And now basically we need our behavior script to run this twin for us on custom trigger. So let's find our object with behavior scripts and just duplicate this guy again. And on glasses in, we're gonna, instead of set enable, have run twin action. Let's help him find our twin object. Yeah, let's name it something nice, like glasses twin. Too many else. Yeah. Yeah, of course it's better to copy your name. An action start, yeah, so we just run our behavior script, start this twin on this custom trigger that we already have in action. And probably now let's remove this enable disable part.
Because we don't need it, we're just gonna hide it on the start right now.
Yeah, so it's gonna be enabled on the start, but having alpha
We're
put
hiding
to
it.
0. I think, yeah, now it should work. Let's see.
Wow,
When he mentions
amazing.
glasses, we have glasses
that's
appears.
so cool.
Let's do the same for ears now, if you want to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, we still have some time. Let's duplicate same object. Now it's ears twin. Here we actually have like two ears, so it's two sprites. So we're gonna need two twins separately for each of them. So where my twin? Yeah, here it is. Let's call it ear left alpha in. Duplicate, and this guy gonna be ear right alpha in. And then let's not forget to change our scene objects. Sprite left, sprite right. Yeah, this guy. And let's bring alpha to 0 in the beginning. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's check triggers.
Yeah.
On ears in, instead of enabling, I just want to run twin from this guy. Twin that is name. Yeah, now it's copied. It's too long. This guy, and same for second ear. Ears right.
Awesome.
And now it should be working. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I think the name is not right. It says like the alpha.
Let's check names and let's
Yes.
check order ear alpha in. Yeah, so basically this error says that it couldn't find twin.
Yeah, whenever you see like something is not working or just like not happening, make sure to open the logger. Like if you also your logger might be closed. So to open it up, you go on the top part, click on Windows, go to the panel and choose logger. In that case, you can just like open the logger and always look at it. Like if something goes wrong, it's definitely gonna tell you.
Triggers ears.
Oh yeah, that's right. Twin alpha.
And this one is at the top.
Yeah, we're figuring out like why is this twin is not playing. So we checked the name, right? Do you wanna copy one of them?
Oh, yeah, I actually just I put the wrong object.
Oh yeah.
I put same object. So target object should be object with twins itself. So we need this guy here.
Yeah, sometimes copy pasting, but just like
Sometimes you forget to update stuff,
yeah.
but it's still faster probably. Classes twin. Here it's correct.
Okay, let's go.
Moment of truth. Yay!
Class is working.
Class is working. Ears
Ears
working.
also working. Nice.
Smooth animation.
Yeah. This is much better than what we had before.
Yeah.
Yep. I think that's it, right? Did we show everything that we have?
Yeah. I mean, we can also add twin for them to disappear.
Yeah, definitely.
Same
You saw how the twin works. Like you
Yeah.
can just like do the same thing and put the same like a trigger and just like make it happen. Like it's really simple to do that. So we're not gonna do it because it's gonna like take some time just like copy pasting stuff
Yeah.
because you already know how to do it.
If you will have question about this script library, just look at the top of this file with description of all the properties that you can use for your character. Calling custom triggers, adding buttons, stuff like that. Yeah, I think that's mainly it.
That's awesome. So I think we're gonna upload this by tomorrow, end of the day. On Lens Studio website, we're gonna upload it to YouTube and can't wait to see you guys on the next stream, February last Wednesday at 3. Thank you guys. See you.
Thank you.
Bye.